'Twas the week before Christmas, and John G's mind raced, for he had no more money, just time he could waste. And the presents he'd purchased, which had put him in debt, though soon to give joy, had not been wrapped yet. But alas, John G. squandered his very last penny. Though he needed wrapping paper, he could not afford any. There was none from last Christmas. He had searched high and low. John G. cursed to himself, "Where the fa-la-la did it go?" He assumed it disappeared to some magic destination to meet his missing socks and job applications. John G. thought, "I wonder, how can I enlist the Salvation Army to wrap all my gifts?" John G. was not Grinch-like, and surely no Scrooge, for Scrooge had a very fat wad he could use. John G. was just poor, much like young Tiny Tim. No, not that weirdo. Yes, John G's like him. But you see, it's now Christmas. The last months they flew. So what in the world was John G. to do? He lay still in his bed, more awake now than ever, and thought hard to himself, "I need something quite clever." And just then a loud boom came from somewhere inside. John G. leapt to the closet in order to hide. His wife yelled, "John G., go sort out this matter!" But instead he decided to empty his bladder. His wife stomped down the stairs. She was angry, you see, for she wanted a hero, not a pea-soaked John G. As she looked around the house, not a thing was awry. "John G., it's safe," she begrudgingly cried. Then she noticed some mail sitting there by the door. She thought, "Gee, that is odd. This was not here before." That is when John G. dashed, grabbed the mail, and then said, "I have such a good idea. You can go back to bed." He ran straight to his desk, where some more junk mail lay. He gets sent at least 10 or 20 a day. But John G. had discovered a secret quite grand about this junk mail that he held in his hand. He had once thrown away all the junk mail that came from the large corporations that only knew his name. He no longer tossed them. Now he knew better, for there was beautiful artwork inside of each letter. With patterns aplenty and colors galore, John G. figured out what he could use all this for. Now he could see it. His good idea came. He still would give each person their present just the same. To save lots of money, John G. smiled as he said, "I won't buy wrapping paper. I'll use envelopes instead." So all night he did toil with a fervor brand new, as he made wrapping paper out of envelopes and glue. He made ribbons and bows, but that did not suffice. He added magazine perfume samples to make them smell nice. More perfume samples for labels? Why not? They are free. These presents smell awesome, sang an elated John G. He was afraid to wake his wife, though his presents looked stellar. She might physically abuse him if he woke her up to tell her. So he cleaned up his messes till the room looked brand new, for if he left a mess, she would beat him up too. And just as he finished, something new caught his eye. He put down his glue stick, and he started to cry. For upon the top corner of the letters he'd found the junk mail that appeared by the door on the ground. An address was written that warmed John G's soul. It read, "Return to Santa, care of North Pole." John G. cried, "Thank you, Santa. Your idea was the bomb. I'm going to steal it for goodideajohng.com." So this year remember what John G. was taught. Your junk mail may be from Santa, but it's probably not. For my family and friends who read this, I hope it made you happy. For the wrapping paper may be cool, but your presents are still crappy.